What if minimalism didn't mean cold? What if it meant intentional? This house proves that restraint can feel like warmth, that concrete can feel like comfort, and that spring isn't just a season. It's an entire philosophy about how a home should make you feel alive. Walking into this foyer for the first time honestly stops you in your tracks. The light hits the frosted glass and turns everything this soft, diffused silver, almost like stepping inside a cloud. That cobalt shelf catches your eye immediately, one bold stroke of color against all that warm gray concrete. The dusty rose fabric hanging from the coat rail adds this unexpected softness. It feels like the house is already telling you exactly who it belongs to before you've even stepped fully inside. This living room is the kind of space you sink into and completely lose track of time. Afternoon light pours across the terrazzo floor like honey, slow and golden. That enormous jade textile panel on the wall isn't decoration. It genuinely feels like a painting someone lived with for years. The furniture sits low and unpretentious, inviting you to stay horizontal and think about nothing. Everything here breathes. There's a quiet confidence to it that you can't quite name but absolutely feel the moment you walk in. Imagine sitting down to a long lunch here on a sunny spring afternoon, the courtyard garden visible through those white steel frames, blossoms just barely trembling outside. The concrete table feels substantial beneath your hands, serious but not cold. Those dusty rose chairs soften everything just enough. Shadows move slowly across the terrazzo as the afternoon progresses. Nobody rushes in a room like this. Conversation slows down, food tastes better, and somehow the whole meal stretches into something that feels more like a ceremony than just eating. There's something almost meditative about this kitchen. Morning light enters quietly through that long, clear-story window, just a clean, horizontal band of brightness sliding across the concrete surfaces. Nothing competes for your attention here. No clutter, no fuss, just the pleasure of making coffee in a space that feels genuinely considered. That single cobalt vessel at the counter's end is almost funny in its confidence. One small declaration that this kitchen has a personality. It doesn't need more than that. It already says everything. This little breakfast corner, honestly, might be the most loved spot in the entire house. 2 chairs, a round table, and those 2 windows meeting at a corner. Morning light comes from both directions simultaneously and wraps around you like a gentle warmth. The violet upholstery is such a quiet surprise against all that cool concrete, unexpectedly tender. Outside the glass, the garden is doing its full spring performance. Sitting here with coffee and no particular agenda feels like one of those mornings you remember for years without knowing exactly why. Working from home has never felt this good. The desk runs the full length of the window wall, so your entire field of vision while you think is sky, garden, and light shifting across concrete. It never feels like an office. It feels like a studio where ideas have enough room to actually move around. That jade ceramic piece on the steel shelf is just enough personality. The linen chair in the corner is a quiet invitation to pause. This room understands the difference between focus and pressure. You'd come to this reading room intending to read one chapter and stay for 3 hours without noticing. The concrete bench beneath the window is surprisingly comfortable with the right cushion, and the garden just outside the glass is doing something beautiful every single day. That dusty rose textile panel on the wall gives the room a warmth that feels almost human. Light changes slowly here through the afternoon. There's a particular quality of quiet this room holds. Not silence exactly, more like the feeling of being completely and contentedly alone with your thoughts. Sleeping in this bedroom recalibrates something in you. The terrazzo floor is cool underfoot in the morning, and that first moment when you walk to the window and see the garden in full spring light is genuinely moving. The room is spare but never cold. The undyed linen layers on that platform bed are so deeply inviting. That single opal blue textile panel holds the wall with quiet authority. Everything in here has been edited down to what actually matters, and somehow that makes rest feel more honest and more complete. There's a gentleness to this guest bedroom that makes visitors feel genuinely welcomed rather than just accommodated. The deep violet and aubergine tones are unexpected against all that warm concrete, but together they create this rich, enveloping atmosphere that feels like staying in a considered, personal home rather than any hotel. Morning light enters in long symmetrical columns through those paired windows. The room is spare but emotionally full. Guests who stay here tend to sleep deeply, wake slowly, and comment on it every single time without fail. This lounge is where the house exhales. The whole south wall is glass, and on a spring afternoon when the garden outside is at its most alive, the boundary between inside and outside genuinely dissolves. You can be stretched across that linen modular seating, staring out at the blooms, and feel like the house was built specifically around this one experience. That cobalt textile stripe at frieze height is the room's signature, bold enough to notice, quiet enough to live with forever. It's effortlessly the heart of everything. This threshold between inside and outside is where the whole house reveals its true intention. The terrazzo floor simply continues outward, past the pivoting glass door, into the courtyard as if the idea of separation never occurred to the architect. Noon light falls straight down into the open space, catching the pale spring blossoms in the long planter and turning them luminous. Standing here, half in and half out, you feel that particular spring feeling, the one where everything is just beginning and the whole world smells like possibility. Great design doesn't shout. It whispers something true about the person living inside it. A home built with this kind of quiet confidence, where every surface, every shadow, every shaft of spring light has been considered, doesn't just look beautiful. It changes how you breathe when you're standing in it.